We're counting down the top 10 countries so easy to move to, you'll be tempted to pack your bags before the video's over. From pension-friendly tropical escapes and visa fast tracks to budget havens, where your dollar stretches further than you'd ever expect, each country on this list offers a welcome mat for new arrivals, complete with accessible healthcare, friendly communities, and vibrant lifestyles. Which destination makes retiring abroad feel almost effortless? Let's dive in, starting with number 10. Tom and Elena swapped Chicago's snow for Panama's sunshine, armed with nothing but a social security letter and a dream of cheaper coffee. The pensionado visa is Panama's golden ticket for retirees. Show proof of a $1,000 monthly lifetime pension, think social security, military, or private annuity, and you're on your way. The process is so streamlined, most approvals land in 65 to 110 days, with a local attorney guiding you through every stamp and signature. The US dollar is the currency of choice, and a modest budget hovers around $1,550 a month. Private health insurance for a 65-year-old runs about $145 monthly, and legal retiree discounts slash prices on everything from bus tickets to movie nights. There's a catch. Property purchases can be a paperwork maze, and outside Panama City, basic Spanish goes a long way. And don't forget, no matter how far you roam, Uncle Sam still expects a tax return every year. Bill traded his daily commute for a stroll to the Lake Chapala market, all thanks to Mexico's temporary resident visa. The process starts at a Mexican consulate, where, depending on the day and the official's mood, you'll need to prove about $2,200 a month in income, or a bank balance of at least $43,000. After approval, there's a window of up to 180 days to enter Mexico and finish the paperwork at the local INM office, complete with fingerprints and a mugshot. The full process usually wraps up in 9 to 18 weeks. Budgets stretch wide here. A modest lifestyle runs about $1,260 a month, but you'll find everything from street tacos to jazz brunches. Healthcare splits between IMSS, the public system, and private insurance. Bill pays around $125 a month for a private plan at age 62. Safety varies by region, so most expats stick to friendly hubs like Mérida, or Ajijic. Flexibility is the name of the game, but patience is a must, especially during consulate appointment season. Portugal's D7 visa has become a favorite among early retirees with a steady stream of passive income. Think pensions, investments, or even royalties. The magic number? About 1,250 euros a month, easily proven with bank statements or pension letters. Once you've got your NIF, Portugal's tax ID, and a one-year rental contract in hand, the application heads to SEF, the country's immigration service. Approval usually takes between 14 and 26 weeks, so there's time to sample every pastel de nata in Lisbon. While you wait, a private health plan runs around 95 euros a month for someone age 60. Once you're approved, Portugal's public healthcare system opens its doors, and expats rave about both the affordability and the ocean views from the waiting rooms. There's a catch. The government is debating higher income thresholds, and the rental market can feel like musical chairs in peak season. And for Americans, the IRS is still your pen pal, no matter how far you roam. As one US expat puts it, I traded my snow shovel for a surfboard, but Uncle Sam still sends me mail. Costa Rica draws retirees with a choice. The pensionado visa for those with a steady pension of at least $1,000 a month, or the rentista route for anyone who can show $2,500 monthly income or a $60,000 deposit. The real headline here is universal health care. Every legal resident joins the national Caja system, paying a sliding monthly fee. For a 64-year-old, the base starts around $47 a month. The median processing time, based on FOIA data, is about 19 weeks, quicker for those with every document in order, but an 8% denial rate keeps everyone on their toes. A modest budget hovers near $1,520 per month, with fresh fruit markets and outdoor yoga replacing the daily grind. There's a trade-off. Specialty medical care can be slower outside San Jose, and paperwork for the Caja sometimes means extra trips to the local office. Still, for many, waking up to hummingbirds and volcano views is worth the wait. Ecuador's retiree visa is about as no-nonsense as it gets. Show a lifetime pension of at least $800 a month, and you're halfway to sipping coffee in a colonial plaza. The approval window runs 7 to 14 weeks, with most expats reporting smooth sailing as long as the paperwork's tidy. Urban living here sets a new standard for thrift. A modest budget hovers near $940 a month, and private health plans for a 63-year-old run between $58 and $118. Clinics in cities like Cuenca, and Quito, are well equipped, though international hospitals are fewer than in pricier countries. Pat, a recent arrival, learned to keep an eye out for petty theft at the market, but found joining a neighborhood watch and brushing up on Spanish made daily life feel safer. Altitude can be a curveball. Some folks need a few weeks to catch their breath, but for bargain hunters, Ecuador is hard to beat. Karen ditched her winter coat for a snorkel in a suitcase, landing in Belize with just her passport and a letter showing $2,000 a month in pension income. The country's Qualified Retired Persons Program is as breezy as the Caribbean air. No Spanish required, no endless paperwork, and approval usually lands in about 8 to 12 weeks. English is the official language, so the only translation you'll need is from Fahrenheit to Celsius. The real treat? Any income you bring from abroad stays tax-free, letting you stretch a modest budget of about $1,430 a month on island time. Belize City's private clinics handle everyday care, but for anything complex, most expats add medevac coverage to their insurance, about $170 a year. Just watch out for sticker shock on imported peanut butter, and remember, the QRP lets you import a car or even a boat duty-free. Sunburn is optional, but a laid-back attitude is not. Spain's non-lucrative visa opens the door to tapas, siestas, and a healthcare system that rivals anything in the world, but only if you can prove you're bringing enough to the table. The magic number for 2025 is 28,800 euros a year in passive income or savings. That's enough to fund a daily churro habit, but also to satisfy consular officials who are famously precise about paperwork. The process runs from 12 to 30 weeks, depending on which consulate you draw in the lottery. While you wait, you'll need private health insurance, about 82 euros a month at age 61, until you can join Spain's stellar public system. A modest lifestyle, with rent and groceries, averages around 1,520 euros a month. The trade-off for all this Mediterranean sunshine? The financial bar is higher than in Latin America, and the bureaucracy can test anyone's patience. Still, for those who qualify, Spain offers world-class care, EU residency perks, and a front-row seat to the world's finest siestas. Uruguay rarely makes headlines, but for retirees craving safety, clear rules, and a touch of European flair, it stands apart. The residency path here is refreshingly transparent. No set minimum income, just regular deposits you can prove to the local migration office. A modest monthly budget lands around $1,340, and approval for residency typically arrives in 11 to 24 weeks, according to the Dirección Nacional de Migración. Most expats breeze through with few denials, as long as their bank statements show steady, reliable income. Healthcare is another bright spot. Uruguay's Mutualista system lets you join a private health cooperative for about $86 a month at age 65, granting access to clinics and hospitals across the country. Winters bring a real chill. Think jackets and cozy cafes, not endless beach days. But the four-season climate means you can sip mate in the park one week and catch Atlantic breezes the next. Locals are famously welcoming, And Montevideo's streets rank among the safest in Latin America. For anyone who values peace of mind and a process you can actually follow, Uruguay checks the boxes. No Spanish fluency required, but a willingness to slow down and enjoy the ride is strongly recommended. A suitcase, a passport, and a love of karaoke. That's all it takes to start fresh in the Philippines, where the Special Resident Retirees Visa, or SRRV, is practically a backstage pass for expats over 50. The process is refreshingly straightforward. Choose the classic track and place a $20,000 deposit in a local bank, or opt for the Smile route with just $10,000 down if you've got a monthly pension. Approval usually lands in 6 to 13 weeks, which is just enough time to brush up on your Tagalog or perfect your rendition of My Way. English is everywhere, from Manila's bustling malls to Cebu's beachside clinics, so there's no language barrier to finding a doctor or a karaoke partner. Private health insurance for a 60-year-old runs about $112 to $158 a month, and a modest budget hovers near $1,020. The trade-off? On the smaller islands, the nearest hospital might be a ferry ride away, so many retirees add medevac coverage for peace of mind. The Philippines offers warm welcomes, city hospitals that rival the best in Asia, and a cost of living that leaves plenty for mango smoothies and island hopping. If you're looking for English-speaking neighbors in a visa process that won't have you pulling your hair out, this is Asia's open invitation. Just don't challenge a local to karaoke unless you're ready to lose. Roger traded New York's subway for a tuk-tuk and never looked back. In Thailand, the retirement visa is so straightforward, it almost feels like cheating. Anyone age 50 or older can apply. No need for language skills, property investment, or a mountain of paperwork. The requirements are clear. Show either 800,000 Thai baht sitting in a local bank account for 2 months before you apply, or prove a monthly income of at least $2,050. If you prefer to mix and match, a combination of bank balance and income works too. Approval usually lands between 7 and 12 weeks, according to the Thai Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But there's one non-negotiable: health insurance. For the OA visa, you'll need a policy with at least $100,000 in coverage, and most expats age 65 pay between $120 and $190 a month for solid plans from recognized Thai insurers. The upside? Thailand's private hospitals are legendary, with English-speaking doctors and international standards. Bangkok and Chiang Mai clinics regularly top global rankings. A modest retirement budget here comes in at about $1,240 a month, leaving plenty for night markets, street food, and the occasional weekend on Phuket's beaches. The biggest challenge isn't the paperwork. It's deciding whether to settle in a mountain town, a bustling city, or a sleepy island. With world-class healthcare, a lively expat community, and a visa process that's as clear as Thai iced tea, it's easy to see why Thailand claims the top spot for anyone ready to pack tonight. From Panama's dollar-based pension visa to Thailand's unbeatable mix of visa clarity, healthcare, and lifestyle, our countdown proves that retiring abroad has never been more accessible or more tempting. Across all 10 entries, the common thread is clear: streamlined paperwork, affordable living, and surprisingly quick approvals are now the global norm for retiree visas. Some countries, like Ecuador and the Philippines, stunned with their low income or deposit thresholds, while others, such as Spain or Uruguay, stood out for safety and public health care. The biggest surprise? English language ease isn't just for Belize or the Philippines. Even in Thailand and Portugal, expats thrive despite cultural shifts. What sets the top contenders apart is the balance: fast visa routes, modest budgets, and solid medical care, all wrapped in vibrant local life. This list reveals a world of options where quality of life is no longer a dream, but a plane ticket away. So, for anyone ready to say so long to Uncle Sam, the only real question left is, where will you unpack first? Like and subscribe for more guides to your next adventure.